Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are doing a office tour makeover video because, as you guys know, we recently renovated and my office was actually part of the renovation. We removed the window that was in there and replaced it with a beautiful big sliding door that goes straight out to the backyard, and oh my gosh, it has made such a difference. I can't wait to show with the new curtains put in as well, because our new gorgeous curtains arrived yesterday. And I also have a beautiful new timber hardwood desk, and thank you so much to Desky for gifting me the desk, as well as some beautiful matching accessories. And I actually added a few more accessories myself to show you guys. So I'll show you guys the full setup, and it's been a while since I've done a proper office tour. So I'm really excited to show you guys how things have changed, how I've chosen to set it up this time and why, and also just the outcome of the renovation as well. So first up, after the renovation, the desk arrived.
I was so excited when the desky arrived and James helped me put it together. So basically with desky, it's a sit-stand desk and you get to pick the top of the desk and also the legs and the size. So I picked a hardwood desk and I chose it in white oak. And then the size is 1800 by 750 mil. And then I chose these legs in a color called wheat. So it's a beautiful ecru color, which I really loved. I think it's a brand new color as well. And then this is the detail underneath the desk. I just wanted to show you guys how strong and robust it is. And what is really cool is that you can also get integrated cable and power management with up to 12 power plugs, which I will show you guys soon, but it's an absolute game changer if you have a lot of cable management. So putting it together was really quite easy to follow instructions. There's also instructional videos online if you need those. It's got Allen keys provided, which is helpful. And Franny enjoyed helping us as well. I didn't have to worry about her walking all over the desk either, because it is such a strong desk. And you can also get lots of accessories too, which I really liked. So I also got an add-on drawer to go with it and a monitor stand and a few other things, which I'll show you guys later in the video. But this is the sit-stand mechanism. Power is really easy to set up. And yeah, you can get all different color tops too. So you can get light woods like maple or dark woods like black ash if you want. Gray metals, a black metal, and that's the instructional video as well. So yeah, putting together the drawer too. And in terms of the weight, because as you probably know, I have lights, cameras attached to my desk, consoles. Luckily, this desk can hold up to 150 kilograms. So it's really strong and it can go up to 125 centimeters in height and down to 60 centimeters. So it is really, really nice quality, and I have never had such an amazing and beautiful desk. And I also loved this monitor stand. I love this simple, natural design of it. It's really clean and minimal, very easy to put together as well. And it was just kind of like the perfect piece to finish off the whole look and feel of the desk. And I'm so excited. Another really helpful thing was that it came with ergonomic instructions with how to set the proper height to sit at with a sit and stand desk. And so I was able to adjust my desk chair as well to have proper posture, which I found to be really helpful. And the other thing was, because I have a big rug under my desk, half of the desk was sitting on the rug and half of it was sitting off the rug. But luckily, it also has these small adjustments on the legs, which meant I could make it super sturdy, even though it was half on the rug as well.
But now we need to do the big task, which is moving my entire setup from the lounge room, which is where we had it during the renovation, back to this new desk. So James is going to help me move it all, and then he's wonderful with technology, setting up cameras and mics and all of that jazz and cable management. So I'm very lucky that James is able to do the tech side of things. We've already put up some sound panels around the room as well. One reason why I got a rug in this room is because it helps with sound insulation. And the curtains are still not here. They'll still be a couple of weeks at least, I think. I've put up a new cabinet and started putting a few things in that. have all of this stuff to unpack. And I've put a few things on the background shelf, but we're going to have to reorganize that. But the priority is setting up the desk, because this is where all of the magic actually happens. And I really love this. I've actually been testing it out for the last 6 months. It's been really handy because I like being able to slide my keyboard underneath or store things underneath here. I think they also have an add-on storage thing you can have there as well. And I also like that it just lifts up my monitor a bit, so it sits a bit higher, and it also just adds a nice extra minimal ledge of design to the room too. I think first up I'll give this a dust. Just give it a nice wipe down.
A rinsey dents, if you will.
A bit of a rinsey dents, yes. Make it all lovely and fresh, which it already is, but even more so. So first up, we're going to do the cable management tray. So that is this lovely tray that sits under the desk towards the back. And thank you, James, that's where all the cables can neatly be organized while the desk is moving up and down. So I've got 3 power boards. The power boards are very nice quality, nice light color to match my desk. And this is customizable. You can put them where you want to. So James has put the first one in.
You just sort of daisy chain them together I think up to 12 is what I think that's what we got, 12 plugs, right? Yeah.
I think it was 12, yeah.
So they sort of just come with this, and then this one plugs into that one, and we just put this wherever we need it.
And it fits in really nicely and cleanly, and it can kind of slide up and down to where you want it, and you can tuck in the cables.
Ooh, that's handy.
Yeah, so you can actually see what you're doing like that, and then eventually it'll be all neat and tucked away like that. That's kind of the idea.
Oh, I love how it snaps in like that.
This one's with-
So all 3 power boards are in, and there's also instructions that are pretty easy to follow here as well. And James got some extra cable management Velcro strips to use.
It doesn't really. How do we have 4 hands but we still can't do it?
So this is how James does it. There we go. And the desk came with these. So these you can stick to surfaces and then tuck your cables into them so they can hold them up like that. So there's quite a few of those as well. I just want to shorten the cable because then it's got to go into this spot here. So I might put this up first. Pop it around about there. I'm going to just wrap the cable back on itself, ensuring that we have enough length there. So around about that. No, it just sits back on itself like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
And then plug it in.
Yep.
Ta-da!
And
Then I might use another Velcro to just neaten it up. So this is what the cable management is currently looking like without any of the computer cables yet. So it's pretty simple. We're not doing like crazy cable management where it's absolutely neat as a pin, because we still want to leave some room for flexibility and change if we need to, but that gives you an idea of what it's starting to look like. James had a really good point. He suggested we put the PC over on this side because this is also where the drawer is. Yay, the monitor's here.
obviously I have to adjust it, but
I feel like I'm home. Yes, I'll get the duster.
it's
Oh, this is so exciting.
coming on me.
I'll use a microfiber cloth to get some of these finger marks off my screen. We're putting the computer under the drawer, and that's so that most of the leg room is on the other side. And then we're almost ready to turn on the computer. Got my mouse and keyboard. Popping that up. Nice. I have to say, I really like the color of this metal, how it's like an off-white. It's really nice. Okay, powering on. See if it's working. Yay! We have power, folks. Awesome. I feel like I'm home. What a relief. It looks really nice. Now I can set the desk height. So basically I just go to wherever I want it, and then I press M, memory, and then press a number. So let's say I want to set it to number 3. If I move it to a random spot again and I press 3, it goes right back to where it was. So that way you don't have to lift it to where you want every time. You can have like a seating level preset, a standing level preset, which is really cool. Okay, so this is going to be my standing. Okay, standing I'm going to set to 2. So let's say I want to sit down now. We'll go to 1. Oh, well, how convenient. Oh yeah, baby. Mama's home. And in comes the camera.
Okay, this will take some finessing.
Yeah. The camera is probably the hardest thing to position.
I think there for now.
That's a good starting point.
I can't tighten it myself.
Oh, I'll go under to tighten.
More headroom.
Oh yeah, I forgot it can just go up. It's like working as a mechanic.
Actually good to see this because then we can see if it's going to hit the aircon unit.
That's a good point.
I did position the light so it doesn't hit it.
It's all fitting in pretty nicely considering that the aircon unit's there and the desk is standing. Okay, so now that we have the camera set up and the lighting and the computer obviously, we have to figure out the angle of the camera so it looks nice in videos as a face cam. So basically, camera's on, feed's going
the
through
door is nice.
OBS. Wow, the door looks really pretty. Love that. So yeah, I've just got to kind of sit where I'd usually sit and then we angle the camera where it, yeah. So right now, this is diabolical because nobody wants to watch me play a game like this. So we will adjust it. Okay, so we've figured out the new camera angle. It just took teamwork and a lot of fiddling, but yeah, I actually think it looks better than it used to. I was comparing it to one of my old videos, and once we have the curtain in, I think it'll look really nice, and I actually prefer the slight difference in angle. Hello, James. James has also just put the mic in, so that's a nice shotgun mic. So yeah, basically after this, just got to test audio. I'm getting confused with which camera I'm looking at. Just go test the audio and then do the whole setup behind here. So we will work on that next. Thank you so much, James, for helping. And I'll make you a lovely chicken dinner tonight for both of us to say thank you. Hey guys, welcome to probably a week or 2 later, to be honest. I have got sheets up as my curtains currently with painter's tape in my office. I have just found out that our curtains are actually being installed on not this Monday, but next Monday. And I am so excited because then we can actually properly enjoy our beautiful new windows because we've just kind of had them completely covered up for the time being. It'd be really nice to get those, and also filming with the sheet. If you guys have seen any of my recent videos, it's like super blown out because I can't control the lighting properly. Usually we have blackout blinds with shears over the top for our offices so we can fully control the lighting no matter what time of day it is. So yeah, we're just getting those again and I can't wait for them to arrive. It's been so nice being able to just like step out there and go to the backyard. But today we need to decorate the office. I've started putting some things up here as my background because basically this is my YouTube background shelf. So this will appear behind me in all of my videos that I film. So we need to fix this up so it's like, so basically it looks really good on camera. It doesn't so much matter what it looks like in real life. It's more the goal to make it look good on camera. And then I also want to fill up the bookcase over here as storage. So this doesn't matter what it looks like so much because you don't see it on camera. So we have a whole box of things to go through. And yeah, hopefully we will make it look gorgeous. So I actually took a it's hard to move the chair on this beautiful rug, but the rug is worth it. So I took a really awkward screenshot of what I look like on camera. This is such a derpy face, but oh, it's not too bad. But yeah, this is like basically where I sit. So I'm going to refer to this to see where I should place stuff. And you can see the curtain is really blown out because that's actually the sheet in this photo. So we want to make sure we have things placed on either side of my head, but obviously also behind it. for when I move around a bit, but mostly we want to make it look good from this angle. So I feel like it used to be too cluttered, so it's going to be really nice to just simplify it a bit. I'm actually thinking my gold YouTube plaque for getting to 1 million subscribers was something I was really proud of, obviously, but it's not usually the type of thing that I like to show off lots. However, I will say on camera, this looks really nice because the camera blurs it. It just looks like a soft champagne gold. So I wonder if we put it behind these, it won't take away from the color of them too much, but it'll be like a nice recognizable kind of backdrop there. Because I love the colors of these when they're blurred. I have become a crystal mummy. I like crystals. And I like that they have different like meanings and things that they're meant to do. It's kind of comforting. But most of all, I just think they are so cool. And the fact that it comes from nature is just so cool. These are a couple that I bought that I like to decorate with. I saw a really hilarious comment once. I think it was meant to not be a very nice comment, but I thought it was so funny. I can't remember what it was, but it was something about like, go cry to your crystals, or like go back to your crystals. And I was like, you know what? I might. Thank you. I also have this set of Lord of the Rings books, which I really like. So I do want them on display, but maybe I should put them up higher. Because I guess when we turn it to a standing desk, I want people to get a nice angle when I'm standing up too. So yeah, I really enjoyed reading Lord of the Rings. I think I'll read them again. They were so good. And I haven't finished reading The Silmarillion. That I do really want to do, but I've been really bad at keeping up with it. It's actually pretty nice. We'll have to check it on the computer. And then usually I'd have this beautiful real vine growing. I actually need to give it a haircut because I've never trimmed it before and I'm sure it's good for the plant. So I've got to decide if we want to do this again. And note most of the plant is far away from the salt lamp because the salt isn't great for greenery and plants. They typically don't enjoy lots of salt. So we keep them apart and it seems to be not too bothered by it. Wow, this grew so much during the renovation. Wrap it around here, get some greenery on this area, and then it can do what it likes up here. You gonna hold up on there for me, buddy? Ah! Defy gravity, my friend. I want this to not look too much like a jungle, you know? We want a healthy balance between the Jungle Book and Vogue. Well, not Vogue. Vogue isn't very me either, but a bit of both is good. This is what I've come up with so far. Starting to look good. And then up the very top, I've left some room out of frame for some of my plushies. I've got a couple of new additions here. I've got a little Majora's Mask Link amiibo just there. Then we've got a Grim, and I moved the yellow candle to the other side. Then I've also put the Lego Bowser on display. I named my dog after Bowser because I've always loved Bowser the character and used to always play him in Mario Kart 64. And of course now in Mario Kart World I play as Bowser Jr. So he's going to be in frame now. And my sister gave me this years and years ago, Content Queen. So the plushies we have are the Grim, the Freezer Bunny skeleton, Basil, my very special teddy who got me through the breakup, and a few other things. A Freezer Bunny, and then I've got a couple of collectible Sims llamas. I got 2 of them. I don't think they do these anymore, but we used to get gifted them. So there was one for, I think this was the cottage living one maybe. And then this one was high school years. And of course we have the very important Dr. Gluon Fez. He can sit up here. Dr. Gluon is one of our most dearest and bestest friends and a fabulous streamer and YouTuber. Then don't worry, Mr. Fez, I'll give you some friends up here. There we go. I'm pretty happy with how it looks on camera. This is from the desk sitting up or standing up. And then when it's lowered, it basically cuts out one of the shelves. I think once the curtains are in, it'll still look really nice. And then in real life, it also looks nice. So James is going to put up this for me, and then that'll all be sorted. And now I've just got to do the rest of my organizing and put all of this into my shelf over here. So I will check back with you guys when the curtains arrive. So excited. So today the curtains arrived and oh my gosh, they look so good. And we went with blackout curtains for both of our offices because we want to be able to completely control the lighting while filming. So we do full blackout underneath and then we did sheers on top because we love our floor to ceiling sheer curtains. We love how the light comes through and kind of dances on the wall, and also helpful if it is really bright outside to shade the room a bit without blocking out everything entirely. I'm so excited to show you guys the final outcome, and here it is. And here we go. Here is the full back door all installed. The curtains installed as well. We can see out to the veggie boxes. There is some fencing outside while the grass grows back. And in the future, I want to do some landscaping outside as well. But this just lets in so much more light. And here is the gorgeous desk setup. And this is the dream for me. Just everything having a home, it feeling robust, warm, cozy. I love the natural wood elements amongst all the technology because it just brings a little bit of nature's warmth in and gentleness against, you know, all the harsh tech. We have the extra storage over here, which is fantastic, just to clean up the space a bit. I do have to tuck the curtains a bit just behind here because I couldn't actually find anything more narrow than this. So that's the only thing, but I still think it works pretty well. And then we have the sound panels on the walls to help with sound insulation while filming my videos. So we have them on this wall, on this wall. I just got plain ones to match the color of the wall. I have a cozy chair here, which introduces some color to the background and is also a spot where James will often come in and sit while I'm working and we have a chat, which is nice. I love when he comes in. This rug is also wool and I love this color. This is probably my favorite color at the moment. You guys know that. And it also helps with sound insulation as well. And then over here is a dog bed that neither dogs use, so I'm gonna have to look at another one. They're really fussy with their beds. But yeah, I typically really love Australiana colors. And what I mean by Australiana colors are basically colors that appear in Australia's nature. So the red outback, the orange, the rust, beach neutral sandy yellows, the yellow that is the golden yellow that's in like native flowers here, like golden wattle and burgundies, greens, olives, and of course ocean teals and ocean blues and sky blue. And these are the colors I surround myself with, but I also think I love jewel tones as well. So and my favorite season is autumn. So I feel like I've ended up with this autumnal jewel tone Australiana color palette that is very cozy and very me. And it's not about following a trend. It's just about what represents me most as a person. And it's really cool to actually have come to a point where I understand what colors are me, at least at this point in my life. Who knows, it might change. So yeah, I focused a lot on these beautiful muted tones. This is actually a gorgeous wool blanket from one of my favorite brands, Cheetah. And when I saw this color, I was like, oh, I love the mustard against this burgundy berry tone and these sky blues. And in terms of this sliding door being more connected to nature, then outside I can even see Franny sleeping out there on her bed. And I really look forward to working on the backyard here. I've had so many ideas. And this light looks really pretty when it's on at nighttime, and I also love when it's raining. A lot of people feel very miserable in the rain. I usually feel pretty cozy. I'm just like, oh, it's so cozy and nice. But I suppose in Australia, we don't really get snow unless you're in very few mountainous regions here. So it's not like it's super cold, but in Melbourne it can get pretty grey and grizzly, although I'm always ready for spring when spring comes. And I really loved seeing that curtain blowing in the wind. That movement is such a nice connection to nature. So speaking of nature, we also have this plant that's been here for a few years now, still going strong. I think I need to give it a haircut. A lot of these items have always been in my background. We've got a beautiful picture of Bowser here, an illustration that our really great friend, Dr. Gluon. His wife, who's also our great friend, Mrs. Gluon, did for us, and it's so special. And he's surrounded by waratah flowers, which are one of my favorite Australian natives. We have a mister to take care of the plant here, give that a spray. Also got a little watering can in the bathroom. I do enjoy painting, so I've put some paints in these because I really wanted some more color in my background, and these look quite nice blurred. They're actually little candle holders, but I thought they were perfect for my paints, and that's exactly why I bought them. And then there's also the matching tea light candles. These are also from Cheetah. And then you guys had the idea of adding a salt lamp. Again, just trying to incorporate nature. Now the thing is, the salt lamp actually does get salty because it is made of salt. You can see it all down here, and it will even get moisture on it. So you have to be aware that it can affect your plants. In saying that though, my plant has been fine. So I think because I've put the base of the plant over on the other side, it's been happily coexisting. Up here, this was actually a gift from YouTube, which probably the coolest gift I've ever received from YouTube. It says Deligracy on the side, so it was custom made. It had my stats over here, which is really cool. So this was in 2023. And then it even has someone's comment here. It's really hard to see, but it says, "Fan love, that was so fun to watch, Deli. Thank you for your content." And this is actually a really good Bluetooth speaker. So the ears are actually a speaker, and I love transparent things. And look at that, it even has on the back, Deligracy, established 2013. So this was definitely like the coolest thing I think I've ever been gifted, and it looks so nice in the background. There's a little pop of color too. Then I just have more storage for paints. I tried to make things practical. Well, I guess I tried to make them serve two purposes. I wanted them to also be practical but also be pretty. And then over here, I used to have lots of books on my shelf, but I decided to simplify it and just highlight the Lord of the Rings series because this is the most recent series I've kind of been into. I'm not a huge reader, but I really loved Lord of the Rings. I need to get through this Silmarillion still. This just came with a perfume, so I just thought that was cool. Hint of sunshine there with that big candle. And then up the very top, I have some plushies, a trophy, and a Wi-Fi thing. Fez from Dr. Gluon. This was a teddy bear that I gave my grandmother, Monty, because she told me she had never had a teddy bear as a child. And I said everybody needs to have a teddy bear at some point in their life. So she would have him on her bed. And then after she passed away, my mum brought him back to me. So he's very special. And then we've got iconic Freezer Bunny, Grim Reaper, llamas. And on the lowest shelf here, this is Lego Bowser that James built for me. And Bowser's the name of our dog, named after Bowser, who I've always played as in Mario Kart since Mario Kart 64. And now I play with Bowser Jr. He's a special character to me. And this is actually a Nintendo Switch controller that was designed to look like the Nintendo 64 controller. So you can actually use this with your Switch, but I just thought it was really cool if Bowser was holding it. I also have some random books here. One thing I've shown maybe some of you guys before is my Happy book, which is just a book of photos it's basically a serotonin book. It's like photos of all of my favorite things, whether it's memories or gardens and flowers, food, moments that I've enjoyed. And when I've had tough times, I just look through all the pictures, and it literally is like a chemical serotonin boost. Content Queen, my sister gave me this many years ago. So Sisligracy, she's on the shelf right here. Candle wick scissors, they need a clean, but you need a pair of these if you have scissors, if you use candles. Everyone needs these. They make life much easier. Makes your candle less smoky. And this right here is just like a really cool crystal I found online. I was like, I really want that. That's so cool. I just love the colors, and I love that it's not perfect. I like crystals. They're just cool, and they're beautiful, and they're part of nature. And again, they just soften the interior. That's why I have them here. This is a book my grandpa gave to me, a book from university, from when I got my degree that I had. This, I think, was from maybe high school. And this book might be 100 years old. I mean, look at the pages. They're not even, like, they're actually torn on the sides. That's how old this is. And there's dried rose petals in it and flowers, which I can't remember if that was me or if they put them in there. And it says, Maddie, may something from the past give you inspiration for the future. Love, Pa. They're very special and close to my heart, and I just love this paper, like how aged it is. It's so cool, and his handwriting is so beautiful. There's always that question of if there was a fire in your home, what would you grab? I'd grab this. And then just behind the door here, it looks a little strange in real life because it's quite low down. But the reason why it's so low down is so it looks good on camera, because I would usually be sitting. But this is my inspiration board, and it's what helped me decide what to do for our garden. But it still inspires me because our house is still a work in progress. But guess what? We got the sliding door and the curtain. Not as big and fancy, but we've got that now. So it's cool to also see an achievement. And that's just a really cute Chow Chow who had a house under the stairs. So I wanted to keep that. And it would be too expensive to get a pool here, but I just thought that was really cool, the overall vibe. And now for the very exciting desk tour. So number one, I have a very comfy ergonomic desk chair, and I always sit with a 100% woolen blanket. This is my blanket. No one else uses it, not for the dogs, not for the couch. This is for me at my office desk, and I usually have this on my lap while filming because I love to feel cozy. The desk looks so pretty, and I love all the matching items too. I ended up also getting this tray from Desky. I think I might have bought this one myself because I realized, oh, this tray will be so good. There's a stapler that says keep it together. I've had this for years. A little mirror here in case I need to do a touch up, whatever clutter I have. That's a mic there. Some stuff in my drawer like glasses, phone case. I have an OLED screen. I love OLED because the colors look so rich on it. And I decided I wanted just one screen instead of a dual monitor setup because it always annoyed me having seam lines from the different screens meeting in the middle. So that's why I have this big screen. But that screen's actually a baby screen compared to James's. Lights faced away because I feel like it's a more natural look. Softer light, and also it is easier on my eyes. Shotgun mic, cute cable that James got me because it's pink. And I owe this setup to James. He set it all up for me. Consoles in the corner. And what I love about this monitor stand is not only that it's a beautiful, clean, minimal design, but you can kind of hide things under it. So you can, you know, pack up work for the day. These actually control my lights in here. I don't know if you guys can actually see that on screen. Let me try it this way. There we go. So that turns lights on and off, and I can control the temperature. James set that up for me. We have Stream Deck, very helpful because you can assign different buttons to do different things. It really needs a clean though, don't look too closely. More rocks because rocks and stones are cool. Citron is probably my favorite. I just love the color, but this one was pretty too. Controller, James always makes fun of me that I like the old wired Xbox controllers, but I just like it. I usually use this for Disney Dreamlight Valley. You also have a charging station here with USB cables. So that kind of gets tucked away. Headphones. This is a Rodecaster, so that's all audio stuff. And then I found this little lamp from Desky. And I actually bought this myself too after I got my desk because I was like, oh, my old lamp doesn't fit here. And it is so cute. So yeah, you can change the lighting by just this touch panel. And yeah, it's just really, really sweet. And it's wireless, so you can move it around, and then it came with a charger that you use for it. So that makes it cozy as well. Some recycled candles here that I use for lipsticks because I'm constantly reapplying lipsticks. And cork coasters, one of my favorite materials. Cork is an antibacterial material, so that's cool. But the other thing that's great about cork is that it's quiet. So if I'm filming and I need to put something down on a coaster, it'll muffle the sound so it doesn't come through the mic as much. So that's something that I really like, and I've actually ordered a few more cork accessories to put here as well. And I actually have 3 coasters because I often have water here, coffee or tea, and occasionally maybe even a drink bottle as well. Also, another important thing to have are slippers. These are so extra, but They're in my favorite berry burgundy color. And they're just like that little extra that I need sometimes. The other thing that I like about these is when I'm actually sitting at my desk. These are so ridiculous. They provide a little bit of extra height and cushioning for my posture. So they just kind of, it works having my feet a little up from the ground, I think. So yeah, these are the slippers. So yeah, that's basically the desk setup. Oh, of course, my computer is just on the floor down the side. And then over here in this cabinet, we have books, we have paints, we have controllers for different consoles, some backup headphones, more books, and I loved these simple boxes that I can use as well to store things in. And then of course, I can sit here and work, or simply press number 2 that I've programmed to turn it into a standing desk. And then here you can see it's the perfect height for me to stand at. And I'll just put my chair to the side. And yeah, this is perfect. And then we just press 1 again to go back down. Go down again so I can work and film standing up. And then when I'm ready to go back down again, just press 1 and it lifts all of that stuff seamlessly back down to the ground again. How cool is that? So yeah, thank you so much, Desky. This desk is just an absolute dream. And I love, love, love this new leg color that's wheat. It's so beautiful and nicer than the stark white, in my opinion. And then I love, love, love the beautiful door and the fact that I can see the ground and the grass and Franny out there. It's just so pretty with the curtains like this too. I just love movement. I love the movement of wind or light. And you can imagine when the sun's shining, this is just a dream. And that kind of movement just, it makes me feel really calm. And as someone with anxiety, that's a really powerful tool to feel calm with. So these open with these sticks. We actually used to have it open with cords, but the cords I actually found got really, really dirty. And in one room they got stuck. And actually we used to have curtains mounted on the wall, but since we moved them to the ceiling, now they won't let you have the cord on the ceiling, I think, in case, like, it's a safety thing in case you pull the whole thing down, I guess. So that just pulls across. And then these are blackout curtains. So these are actually an improvement from the last ones I had in here. They're a nicer color. And the weight of how they drop is a nicer pattern because they actually changed the S, I don't know what you call it, the S thing, to also match the shears, whereas previously they didn't. I think I just had a more experienced curtain person to speak to. Like, yes, there's a little bit of light here unless I tuck it all in. And then that is full blackout for filming. And last night I was filming a members video in here for my other channel, and I had no idea it was completely dark outside. One last thing with the curtains and my sliding door is that we're actually still waiting on fly wire being put on. Fly wire, I think it's called something else in other countries, but it's just basically something to keep the flies out. In Australia, most areas get a lot of flies. Not everywhere, but here it does in summer. And mosquitoes. So I like to have fly wire. But I was speaking to my therapist about it, and she was like, I can't stand fly wire. I won't have any of it in my house. So she removed all of her fly wire, and she's like, I just deal with the flies and mosquitoes. I don't care. But for me, I'm like, no way. I actually really love this. This is a Hills Hoist clothesline, which I've spoken about a lot in the past, so it spins with your washing on it. And then this thing here, this is to put your washing basket on, so you can put it there. Oh, Franny. So I'm thinking of moving these pots to outside my office here, so maybe putting a pot just on this side, because I feel like it needs something next to the door to ground it a bit. It's cute. There's a little pathway that will fill in with grass eventually. Yeah, that's the office space. And we've also ordered some furniture to go out here, which I'm really excited about too. So that should arrive soon. And I'm just loving the crazy papers. Really excited to have them properly sealed so we can put stuff on them, but we're just waiting for there to be no rain. And that sound is a kookaburra, the type of bird we have here, and their call sounds like laughter. And a lot of them moved in the last 24 months. And it is the absolute best. I'm so glad they're here. And I also really like looking out of my veggie boxes because these are like my babies too. So yeah, that's basically the tour. I hope you guys like my office. I think it's my dream office now. Like, I feel really content. I've kind of reached a stage where I used to sometimes want to always aim like bigger and better and like architecture magazine style, but I've actually realized the real richness in life, even though it sounds corny as, is being content and so proud and happy with what you have. And I really feel like that right now. And even with my office, I just feel like it's the perfect space. So thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, I also forgot to add, I do have a ceiling fan in there and a split system aircon and heating unit just for that room, which is also really practical and really helpful for filming because it does get hot in summer, it does get cold in winter, so that keeps it really nice. I can't believe I almost forgot to open this. It just arrived today. This is from Portugal. I got it on Etsy. And as you guys know, I'm a little bit obsessed with cork. So to finish off the desk, I got some extra cork items. Ooh, it's so cute, it's all wrapped up. Look! So it's a little cork tray and I love the curved edges. Looks really nice quality. There's no branding on it. And a cork mouse pad. And then I also got one larger cork tray as well with a couple of sorting trays in it. I love how it was wrapped too. So that's currently what it sounds like. Everything on my desk, I try to make it as quiet as possible. Oh, it's quiet. Yay! Well, I'll hold on to this in case I need it. My keyboard is also the quietest James and I could find. I believe he has the same keyboard as me in darker colors. But yeah, mechanical keyboards, they're really fun. Like, I think it's really cool how you can customize them and they're satisfying for you, the user, but I don't like the sound of them in videos. Some people love it, but a lot of people can be really sensitive to sound when you're making content. This is a little quieter. It's not completely quiet and it's also wireless, which I really like too. We could put this under here. Oh my God, they do not fit in there perfectly, do they? They actually basically do. That's crazy. It's like a cupcake tin. They just fit in. Wow. So I can actually put this stuff on here and just slide it out while I film. Okay, organized woman. That's wild. How good is that? So we can put it away in one go. And we can slide it out quietly in one go as well. Amazing. Made for me. Maybe pop these on here. I don't know how I want to do it. Maybe just on an angle like that. We've got a very corky wooden thing going on, but it's perfect. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Can't wait to speak to you all soon. Dak Dak! Franny, it's walk time! Whee!